Hello and welcome everyone, this is Botany and Board. I am Bailey, and today I am so excited because here we are for the top 24 games of 2024. So I'm going to do this in a rapid fire fashion. I will try to remember to link all the playthroughs or videos that I have of these games down below. So if you want to know more, feel free to watch any of those. And with that, let's go ahead and get into these, and then at the end I will just check the timestamps and I will put in some stats. So, number 24, we have Harmonies. So this one I'm going to say is for the beautiful components, easy to teach, and satisfying strategy. So Harmonies, definitely check this one out. We picked it up in Santa Barbara on vacation. I've only played it a couple times, but we did really like our plays, and this one has also taken the internet by storm. So if you do not believe me, believe the people of the internet. So, number 24. Number 23, we have Suspects. The Claire Harper Takes the Stage. So I played one mystery with you all, full playthrough of that. This one was just really fun. So it took me by surprise because I think for the exit style games, any of those breakout kind of games, this one just did it in a really unique way. So for instance, in mine, it had where I was trying to figure out who did the murder. I have some footprints, and so you're kind of in some gloves. So you're trying to figure out who matches the footprints, who matches the gloves, and they have little cards that have on the side, like it'll depict like this is how, if it matches up to that thing of evidence, if that makes sense. Watch the playthrough. But if you like to solve a little mystery, this is a great option for you. So go check it out. And there are several different boxes. So, and 3 mysteries come within this one box. So, my number 23, Suspects. My number 22 is going to be Power Plants. So I played this one over my birthday marathon, and I vlogged that footage. So again, you can check out that video if you'd like to know more. But for this one, I'm going to say, again, beautiful components. The theme is plants. The rule book is only 5 pages. So it provides a lot of good strategy, a lot of replayability, easy to get to the table, and it looks beautiful. So my number 22. My number 21 is Arkham Horror Final Hour. I got this one on a sale, and I feel like it goes on sale a lot. So if you're like me, you should pick it up because I really liked this one. It has not the best reviews, so I was expecting it to not be fun, but I thought it was great. If you like other Arkham universes, so any of the like Eldritch Horror, that type thing, Mansions of Madness, then Elder Sign, definitely pick this one up. I really enjoyed it. So co-op, so it plays well solo, and again, I love the Arkham universe. That's what I'll say with that one. So coming in at number 20, we have Chronologic. So this guy is, the box is beautiful. Components inside, there's only a few, but it's so easy to get to the table. So deduction and really easy to get to the table. I play it solo, so it does play solo. There's no extra rules really to play solo. And I've only played it once, 2-player. I do think maybe it would be a little bit better with multiple people. You'd feel the race a little bit more rather than just like how many turns did it take me to beat mine. But regardless, I still really like it. So again, you have 3 tuck boxes inside of this that each have 5 little scenarios in it, and I love scenario play. So that'll be my 3rd bullet. Number 20, Chronologic. My number 19 is Town 77. This thing is simple satisfaction of solitarity. No, you don't have to play this one solo, but it does play solo. So 1 to 5 players. I've only played it solo. I just like to get it out and see if I can quite possibly do the best I can. So very simple, but I like the vibrant artwork though too. It's like all it is these little shapes, but it's a nice clean tiles as far as like the components go and whatnot, and a nice look. So Town 77, I played this thing quite a lot of times. I'll try to input it in. So yeah, really enjoyed this one. Coming in at number 18, we have another kids table board game. So it must have been my year for them. I just discovered them this year. I always thought the kids table board gaming meant it was just for kids. So if you're like me and you thought that, then rest assured you can go play them too. But Cafe Mara is this one. We have a playthrough. relaxing, adorable, and I'm trying to think. It is strategic. Planning, maybe planning. I would say like there's a little bit of planning involved on that, but the thing that gets me the most is like great artwork. It's a very relaxing game experience. It's really lightweight to get to the table. It just has cards in it and then some coins, so nice little light footprint, easy to get to the table, and adorable. Capybaras. Number 17, we have Let's Go to Japan. This one, I am going to give the thematic board game of the year award. I believe this is so thematic. It is done so well. You can learn about different places if you want to plan your own trip, because these people were planning a trip to Japan whenever the pandemic hit and they had to cancel the trip. So instead they made a game, and thank you for doing so because we enjoyed playing it. So we have a playthrough as well. But yes, thematic, strategic, satisfying planning. Yes. If you like to plan things and plan your little trip, and then it's also very like narrative building, the theme immerses you, you're learning things, it's just great. So my number 17, Let's Go to Japan. Please check it out. And coming in at number 16 is Horrified Greek. How many of these boxes will I pick up sideways? Okay. It's my only statement I'm allowing myself to make about it. I try to just like move forward. The show must go on, as Greg says. So, anyways, number 16, we have Horrified Greek Monsters. I love Horrified. If you've been here, you know that I put up a playthrough of each and every Horrified box. I do have the newest one, the World Monsters. I haven't got that one played just yet, but I love all Horrified. This is just more Horrified goodness. I still prefer the first one the best, but again, this one is still good enough to make it as number 16 of my top game of the year. Coming in at number 15, we have the Art Project. So this one is so good. The unique mechanisms. I love the way the cards end up determining which resources. So tight. So tight. And then cooperative. Again, I love a co-op game. But yes, unique things of mechanisms, very tight, hard to win. Love a co-op. So the Art Project, definitely check it out. Lots of scenarios as well. So it gets a fourth little thing. There you are. So. And number 14, we have Mandala. And I love this one. We have a playthrough. Apparently we played it wrong. Did we have a playthrough? No, it was during my marathon. So in one of my gaming marathons, we put it up. Apparently we were playing wrong. We still have not went back to play it right, but I still enjoyed how we were playing, so it's fine. I also loved it so much that I have picked up both flowers and patterns, so be on the lookout for some of those, or let me know if you want any of that stuff to hit the channel, but if not, I'm sure I'll do a review graphic for Instagram. But Mandala is, I love it's beautiful for an abstract. 2 players only, which is always great because it's intentionally designed for that, and White and I play either solo or 2. That's usually what we're doing. So perfect player count for me. I think it's beautiful, and I think the strategy is very satisfying. The strategy of it, and then also the planning of like what you want to keep. There's fun little decisions in there. So Mandala. Number 13 is just a little one. We have Numbsters. So Numbsters is a ton of fun. Only 18 cards, as Button Shies do. So it's fantastic. You can take it along every time I go anywhere on a trip. I just put this in my purse. And 7, 8, 9, you know. So you're trying to get basically all the numbers to eat each other, so you're only left with 1 card left to, I think, the left of the mouth. I can never remember whether it's left or right. Anyways, this one I would say is compact, hard, but fun to try to beat it. So you're supposed to try to win with essentially having all of the numbers left to the next of it. And then I love the artwork. I think the artwork reminds me, I've said this before, of Richard Scarry's Learn How to Count video. So for some reason it's kind of nostalgic to me. So, because I learned how to count with it, and that's the reason, not like for some reason. But Numbsters. So, great game. Number 13. Number 13. I'm going to stop saying the numbers. They'll just be on the screen. 13. Okay. Number 12, we have Forbidden Island. And I love the Forbidden series. I did a whole video actually that compared all of the Forbiddens that have came out, and I ranked them in my order. So go watch that if you would like to know. But I love co-ops again. I love playing co-op solo, and Forbidden Island is great. I'd never played it. I am a Forbidden Desert beyond lover, obsessed with that game. Obsessed. So this is not as good as that one, but I mean, that was like up here level of arc I had to get over. But this one is still really good. If I would have found this one earlier in my earlier in my gaming journey, I could see maybe it would be closer to Forbidden Desert, but since I'd already played Forbidden Desert so many times, this one kind of slides underneath that. But again, really good components. I like the tension of it, and it's a co-op. You can play solo. So that's what I have for you. Nice and light strategy, easy to get it out with multiple people, kids, whatever. 11 is too big to get out, so I'll do a picture, but it is Foundations of Rome. So I have also bought Foundations of Metropolis since getting this, but Foundations of Rome is great. I love the storage components are amazing. The fact that you can just take out your little player tray and it is ready to go. I love the board aspect that it reminds me of Lords of Vegas, trying to secure your lots. And then I also like, again, the planning aspect of trying to like figure out the best way, which lots do you want, where do you want to put your building, what kind of building, because the different buildings score based on different things. Like for instance, some of them want to be like by where all the people is, you get 2 per population or that kind of thing. So you're just trying to get the most points, but it's very, very satisfying. And they were very thoughtful with how they get it to where you're supposed to be able to get out to your table easily. Have I gotten it to my table all that much this year? No, but when I did, I enjoyed it. And that's all that matters. So my number 11, Foundations of Rome. Right, we have entered the top 10 games of 2024 now. So coming in at number 10 is Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I love the movie, Jessica Biel version 1, although I did just rewatch the one that actually has the art from from the 70s or whatever it was for this one, but this is so good. So the theme, amazing. The way it like drew into the movie and made the mechanisms come out, amazing. Second thing, bag building. I love bag building. And this is bag building done with a suspenseful way where your hands are literally sweating when you're in that little bag. You're like, I don't want to be on the meat hook. Okay. So I love this game so much. Definitely pick this out. It is just really fun. Like the more I kept thinking about it, I was like, I had a really like fun time playing that game. And again, I think it's the tension of the bag building is just fantastic. And I also love a good reveal aspect. So whenever you're going around, you're trying to find your tokens, you're trying to find your key in the gas can and get the heck out of Dodge. And so flipping them over and not knowing what you're going to uncover is also very satisfying. So fun. All right, number 9, we have Elder Sign. I have finally gotten around to playing Elder Sign as well. Again, it's in the Arkham universe, first pro. 2, you can play solo, second pro. 3, I love all of the planning and like the luck mitigation. So there's a lot of dice rolling, but there's a lot of planning of where you're going to go and kind of securing certain of the, what do they call those? Like artifacts or something like that. That will allow you to effectively, like an artifact or spell or something like that. It would allow you to hold an extra die, that kind of thing. So it was just a really good time. Just had a lot of good time playing it. So fun. That'll be the theme of the top 10 is going to be fun. But yeah, again, I am just a sucker though for anything in the Arkham universe. I think it's like each one too. It's the familiarity of having, like I already know that there's like, oh, the sanity and the your damage, like all of the things that kind of like all track through all of those games. And I just like seeing the same similar aspects. It makes it a lot easier to learn a new game when you're like, oh, I already understand how they work in that. So number 9, Elder Sign. Number 8 is Miss over Carcassonne. Again, we have simple but strategic goodness that comes from Carcassonne alone. This now brings in co-op way to play it, so then I can play solo and try to beat the game and not have to beat my own score. So I love that. And then it is hard. and I love a hard co-op. So trying to manage all the little ghosts. You can't run out of ghosts or you will be done, and try to get as much points as you can to satisfy the win objective on that, mixed with trying to manage all of your little ghosts. And it gets even harder to manage a ghost once you get to the point where you have to put them in the cemetery. So very hard, but very fun. Mr. Carcassonne. Number 7, we have Hocus Pocus. So thank you, Foster the Maple, for putting this in the A tier on your tier ranking video. That got me to get this game. For some reason, I just had it in my head, and the ratings weren't very good on BGG, so I was like, it's not going to be very good. And even though I love Hocus Pocus, I was like, I don't know if I need to buy it. I did, and I'm so glad I did because it is so much fun. So again, Hocus Pocus, the theme, love that. But 2, it's fun. It's so much fun. So this is satisfying. You're trying to go through and stun all of the witches by either having all of the ingredients of the same type, stuns one of them, all the ingredients of the same color. There's different ways to stun them, long story short. But it is fun to try to plan it. And there's limited communication in this game, so you're not really supposed to speak unless you have binks, in which case you can show your hand to your opponent. So it is just fun trying to work it out without being able to say the full things of what you need them to do. Like, I need you to put it to a dead man's toe, please. So, and just being able to say that. Dead man's toe and a dead man's toe. So, Hocus Pocus, the movie, I love it. I also I'm a sucker for a little book game box. So it gets to sit on my bookshelf next to all of my Bristol, Salem, what are those called? The cities? Something cities. Anyways, that's not what this is about. Hocus Pocus. Okay, number 6, we have Mr. Cabbage Head's Garden. And this one, amazing solo, great replayability with the different aspects of all of the little gardeners things. And then third, I would say, is that it's like strategically satisfying to map out and get your, like, all of your vegetables in the right garden or in the right arrangement in your garden to satisfy both the in-game scoring objectives and then also score them as many points as you can with them, because you get points by putting vegetables next to each other. So I just loved it. And again, garden theme, so also great for me. Mr. Cabbage Head's Garden, I have 2 playthroughs on the channel. Coming in at number 5, we have the game. So this is not the game Quick and Easy, not the game Face to Face, but just the game. I got this one this year, had the other 2 the other years, but this is like the satisfaction of playing solitaire solo. I love it so much. You can just play it again and again and again. Took it on car trip, so could teach it to anybody. So satisfying. I think this is a game that just everyone should own. So if you don't have the game, go get it. My number 5. And number 4, we have Chronicles of Crime 2400. So I have been a huge fan of Chronicles of Crime since it came out. I love a good mystery, love a thriller, and the way this just sucks you in is so good. You have to be very mindful of how you talk to different suspects, because if you go pressing them too hard, they will just leave and maybe you don't get to talk to them at all. You have to manage your time. Maybe somebody is dead if you don't go talk to them, if you waited too long to go talk to them. So Chronicles of Crime 2400, you now have different little kind of like AI. You go in like the cyberverse area. So again, just continues with the goodness of Chronicles of Crime. One of the best app implementations that I have seen. And if you like a mystery, you will love this. So my number 4. Coming in at 3, we have another game that I played on my birthday marathon, and that is Witchcraft. And okay, so this one, the mechanisms are so much fun. It plays solo, and there are also scenarios. Amazing. And it plays so well. I think there's some other channels that have this up, I believe, and playthroughs. So if you want me to do a playthrough, you can let me know. But if you already have seen them elsewhere, then have no fear. Once I get some more plays underneath my belt, I do plan on going through all the scenarios, and I'm sure I'll put up something on Instagram or something, so you can be on the lookout for that. Witchcraft, highly recommend. Oh, and Witchcraft is solo only, by the way, so extra for that. Okay, top 2 games that were new to me in 2024. We have Watergate. This thing is so good. The push and pull, the tension of a 2-player only game. So if you are also a historical buff, I am not a historical buff whatsoever. In fact, I think I tried to quickly forget anything that my teachers in high school told me about history, like as soon as they would say it. So the tight knit of it, and the components are all done really well. The artwork, if you want to read something about it, you can. But if you like history, then you should just be like, this is a 10 out of 10 for you. So highly recommend. This one came out, I think, in 2021 or so. So I slept on it. So if you are like me and you have been sleeping on it, please don't do that anymore. Go get yourself. There's white copy and black copy. So Watergate, my number 2. Okay, and we have our number 1 game of 2024. I would like you all to please write down your guess of what my number 1 game of 2024 was going to be in the comments below. Maybe I'll pin a thread and then have everybody just like vote underneath that to see. So, hit pause on the video or whatever, get it in, because my number 1 game of 2024 is A Gentle Rain. Who is surprised? So I ended up playing this game 84 times. This is my number 1 played game of 2024, and I love it. It is, I think everyone should own this. Similarly to the game, I think these are just 2 easy games that are so easy to get to the table. I obviously was addicted to it. I played it 84 times. Components are beautiful. I find it super relaxing and stress relief, and I am just also very motivated to try before I die to get 21. So I've gotten 18, so the best you can get is 2021, so, which would be just insanity. Will I ever get it? Probably not. I'll probably die before that happens, but you know, I'll die trying. So with that, my number 1 game, you guys, of all time, if you don't have it yet, please go get Gentle Rain, or even if you don't think it's for you, it is a great gift to give to people, even non-gamers, people who need a little stress relief and calming activity. This is great for them. So my number 1. Right. And with that, you guys, let's go ahead, and future Baley is going to get you guys into a little bit of stats from this year. So, and now that you're back from your stats, that will be all for this video. So I hope you guys had as good of a gaming year as I did in 2024, and hopefully we all have an even better one in 2025. I had some really great games. I'm super excited. So you'll have to see how many of these games that are on my top of 2024 end up on my top 100 list. So I will be working on those videos, kind of a little channel update. I might not be as much of a consistent one time per week. I think instead I have some videos and ideas and whatnot, even just doing like the top 10 lists and stuff like that. Or top 100, those take a little bit more time than some of just doing like a playthrough. So I might have a bit less videos this year, but hopefully they will be good content that try to get more people to my channel. Because I think I was at somewhere like a little under like 300 subscribers that I got new in 2024, and I would really like that to increase for 2025. So not that that's my ultimate goal, it's definitely not. But it would help, like, since it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to put all these videos up. So I would love to have more Todd, Gregs, and Chris's, and Kelly's of the world that are here and love my channel. And we've, you know, are bridging friendships over there. I'd love more and more people to keep finding me. And I know I'm kind of a mixed bag of things, so it's a little probably hard to find people who are like, oh, I want to listen to this lady who likes board games, books, and plants. Like, it's a very niching myself maybe a little too much, but hey, that's me. So, but anyways, all that to say, it might not always be one video per week, but hopefully the content I end up producing for you, you guys like. Feel free to give me any feedback and whatnot down below. Be constructive with your feedback. So don't be mean, I'll cry. But with that, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. So behind the scenes, it's really snowing today out here. And no, I have not taken down my Christmas tree yet, and it is the weekend, but after Christmas. after New Year's, weekend after New Year's, and I still have my dreams. Alas, that's what happens. Highly thematic, one of the best